Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate how to attach the head, which you've already painted, onto the dowel, which you've already painted. So I have my glue gun all heated up. I'm drizzling some glue into the neck area of the head and taking the broken part of the dowel, I'm inserting it. And that's how easy it is. Just fits right on there. Okay, now we're going to put the hair on. These are the little hair bundles. Okay, I have several of them ready to go. And I also have some loose pieces here that I'm going to glue onto the front area of the face. These little pieces I'm going to fold in half, and with a little dab of glue from the glue gun, I'm just going to lightly glue them around the face so that they look like tendrils. And when I apply the hair to the sides and the top, these little pieces, the part where I'm gluing it, will be covered by the other hair. So I just fold them in half, and I put like 2 on each side, and that's usually enough to give it a very natural looking hairline. As you can see, I'm just putting on the tiniest little drop of glue. Okay, so that's enough pieces around the front. All right. And so now I'm going to start in the back of the head, and it's always a good idea to get in the habit of signing your work. I use my initials, so I'm just signing the back nape area here. This is a Sharpie marker, it's waterproof. Okay, and then just put sort of a bigger glob of glue on the back side of the head. And then taking one of the longer hair bundles, I just lay it into and hold it into the glue. Okay, and usually 2 in the back for this size doll is plenty, 1 next to each other. Okay. And we'll be cutting these into a style when we're done. Okay, and then 1 on each side. Okay. And it's a little flat on top, so I think I'll just put a little bit more on top. Maybe 1 more little piece here. See, I just need a little bit more in the front there. Okay, so that's enough hair for right now. We're going to be putting the crown on top of it, so we don't want it too full. And now we'll just cut it. I think I need fabric scissors. Okay, because this is mohair, the fabric scissors cut it a little bit easier. So I'll go around and just trim it into sort of a layered hairstyle. Can trim the little tendrils in the front. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, and now I'm taking the gold edging, and you make sure it fits around the head. This piece is a little bit too long, so I have another little piece here. It's a little bit shorter. And I'm just going to make sure it fits around the, front of the head. Yeah, this fits much better. Okay, so you put it on so it looks like a crown, and then I'm going to just put a little bit of glue on the back edge and glue it together, and at the same time just let it glue lightly to the head as well, so it helps it stay on. Okay. So I'm going to put the head aside, and now we're going to work on the wings. So I've laid out my wired ribbon. I have 4 pieces of 8-inch ribbon. Here's an example of what we're going to be going for. Okay, I have 4 pieces of 8-inch and 4 pieces of 7-inch and 4 pieces of 6-inch, and as you can see on the ends I've cut it into a V shape. So starting with the larger one, the 8 inches, I'm going to lay them side by side, all 4 pieces, and then I'm going to just scrunch them up in the middle, one after the other, gathering them in the center, and then with a little piece of thin wire I'm just going to wrap it to secure it tightly. And just open them up so they look like wings. Okay, and now I'm going to take the second group and the same thing. I'm going to lay them out next to each other and scrunch them and gather them in the center. And then I'm going to add them to the first group on top of the first group and then secure them with the same wire. And you can take the time to kind of spread them out and make them look like the wings. And then take the last group of 4 and the same thing. You're going to scrunch gather them in the center and then add them to the top. And you can use any colors that you want. These are white and silver. And then I've taken my piece of my string of pearls, and I'm going to wire these on so that they dangle down using that same piece of wire. And there should be a little bit of wire left to wrap around the dowel when we put it all together. Now I could spend 10 minutes arranging these to make them look more like wings, but I'm not going to take the time because I want to move the video along. But you take the time and spread them out nicely. Okay, so I'm just getting a feel for where I want the boa to go. Now I have a small piece of boa left over from another project, so I'm going to use it. If you don't have boa, you can use feathers or anything that's frilly, okay, that can cover the dowel. And I'm going to measure off a piece that I need. Just clip it. And, you know, take a minute or two to kind of arrange it and figure out how I want it to wrap around the dowel to hide the dowel and to make it look like sort of a, you know, a bodice or a neck edge. And once I figure out where I'm going to have it, then I can, with the glue gun, just glue it to the dowel. I want to make sure I arrange it so that the hair, you know, looks okay with it. So I'll just take a few dabs and secure it with the glue gun. Okay, and then once it's on, you can just kind of arrange the hair, take the time to, you know, you might have to clip some of the hair. This looks okay for right now. All right. Okay, now I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put the wings. I want them to be slightly down from the head, so that they look like they're behind an imaginary shoulder. Okay, and once I get a feel for where I want them, I'll take that remainder of the wire and wrap it around the dowel. And then, just like everything else, I'm going to just strategically glue the wings onto the dowel with little dabs of glue from the glue gun. Okay, I'm just rearranging the wings here. I feel like they're not 100% secure, so I think I need to put a little bit more glue on them. Just going to arrange the hair here a little bit first. Just needs a teeny little bit more glue on the wings. So okay, I'm running off camera here. Here we go. Just takes a few strategic spots to glue down so that it feels very secure. Okay, I think that's much better now. Okay, and now it's ready to hand it to your favorite child, or if you want to make a wall decoration, you can tack it onto the wall. because she is.